Hello everyone, Jeff here for Respawn Studios, back with Mission 8 of my Intel and Skulls guide for Halo 5. This is the longest mission of the game. It has the most intel at 12, and it also has a skull. The first intel is right at the start of the mission. You want to come up the rocks to your right, and up in this structure at the back is this sword. Kind of like a ancient version of the sword, broken down. And number 2, I'm just going to keep the clip going here, is just a little bit further by this big statue we're heading toward. A little bit past the statue on your right is going to be a small cave, and the sword is going to be in there. Oh, it's past the second statue, okay. But here we go. Intel number 2. Alright, this is a little bit further along now. We've finally encountered enemies, had to kill some guys, but by the waterfall where you enter the area, if you just go through the waterfall at the bottom, there's intel piece number 3. Okay, now from that waterfall, see I'm looking at it, you want to come up over here to the right, and in this next area where enemies are, a little bit further up, there's a turret. I'm just going to ignore some enemies. I'm going to throw a nade at the turret just to get him out of there. But you want to come up the rocks on the right hand wall, and there's going to be our next intel piece. Okay, now looking at the turret, that's where we just were, that area. Now a little bit further ahead, in this next cave section, we want to head up this broken column for no reason. I try and make this jump, but it's too high. So you're going to want to come to the back here and climb up. And right here is our 5th, I believe it is, intel piece. Alright, now in the next huge section where there are enemies, we had to clear out a bunch of guys heading up toward a turret. And if you come up and around, you eventually end up in this area. Okay, so be sure not to drop all the way down. It's a little bit over here on the left. And by the dead enemy is the intel piece. There's a second intel piece in this area toward the top of it. So I'm now at the very top of that area. We have to go up through there to the left of that statue. But first, come in front of the turret, climb up this column, jump up, jump across and up. Now here's the tricky part. You can't jump straight ahead. You have to kind of jump at an angle to the left. You can't, for some reason, grab the front of it. You can only grab the side of it. So when you're making that final jump to that largest platform, jump a little bit to the left and then grab on. Okay, so I was looking back the area we had just come from. Now we're going outside. This is where an intel piece and the skull is. First, come over to the left under the ruins, and you will find the intel piece. And now, back in the middle of those ruins, we're going to head to the other side and get the skull. There's actually 2 ways to get it. I'm going to show you what to me is the much easier version, which was I don't want to say perfected, but definitely improved upon by a friend B-Man. Alright, so we're going to have to jump across here. You can use your boost jump, but that doesn't get you far enough. One other person's guide I had heard said that you can use the ground pound and hit the edge, but you totally can't. I tried that like 12 times. So what B-Man found is if you jump, hit the B, the thrust, and then zoom in, you get that like little extra boost, and then you're able to grab the edge. Alright, so a little bit further is going to be that the banners. If you jump across there, turn back around, and you're going to want to jump down a bit and across, and right inside there on the right is the piece of intel. Okay, this is further along. You've been able to use the manti, the mantises, whatever the plural is. But before you advance, you want to go to where this crashed ship is, and you want to climb these pieces of the statue. Jump and fall, of course. But okay, so again, my little jumping tip here, you don't want to jump straight up. Again, jump at a little bit of an, oh, I fall again, beautiful. So when I finally get it here, the third try, third time's the charm, jump to the left here, and use my thruster and grab at the corner and get up. But the intel piece is up here on the right. Alright, now further along, this is the next big section where you have to kill a couple enemy wraiths. Huge open section, you'll know it. There's a lot of Covenant enemies, and there's a wraith right in front of the door you have to go in. Come over here to the left of that, and we're going to go up and around. Grab on here, jump around, and the intel piece is going to be in this little like dried up fountain area right here by this sort of altar throne. And finally, the 12th and final intel piece is in this final big section here with these statues. Over on the right hand side, going to drop down into the water, and it's going to be set against the back rock. So that's going to do it for my Mission 8 guide for all intel and skulls. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you found that useful, and I'll be back with more soon.